Good morning. Thank you so much for sharing some time with me today. We are moving into lesson 231, A Course in Miracles. And before we go into that, there is a new subject that we are working on. And this subject is, what is salvation? Salvation is a promise made by God that you would find your way to Him at last. It cannot but be kept. It guarantees that time will have an end, and all the thoughts that have been born in time will end as well. God's word has given every mind which thinks that it has separate thoughts, and will replace these thoughts of conflicts with the thought of peace. The thought of peace was given to God's Son the instant that his mind had thought of war. There was no need for such a thought before, for peace was given without opposite, and merely was. But when the mind is split, there is a need of healing. So the thought that has power to heal the split became a part of every fragment of the mind that still was one, but failed to recognize its oneness. Now it did not know itself and thought its own identity was lost. Salvation is undoing in the sense that it does nothing, failing to support the world of dreams and malice. Thus, it lets go of illusions. By not supporting them, it merely lets them go quietly down to dust. And what they hid is now revealed, an altar to the holy name of God, whereon his word is written, with the gifts of your forgiveness laid before it, and the memory of God not far behind. Let us come daily to this holy place and spend a while together. Here we share our final dream. It is a dream in which there is no sorrow, for it holds a hint of all the glory God has given us. The grass is pushing through the soil. The trees are budding now, and birds have come to live within their branches. Earth is being born again in new perspective. Night has gone, and we have come together in the light. For here we give salvation to the world, for it is here salvation is received. The song of rejoicing is the call to all the world that freedom is returned, that time is almost over, and God's Son has but an instant more to wait until his Father is remembered. Dreams are done. Eternity has shined away the world, and only heaven now exists at all. And so we are coming to that place where we can change our perspective, change our perception of the world, and be able to see the world through the dream with love rather than through fear. And before we allow this world as it is to end, we will blend into more and more joy. That is the part of salvation. Our lesson for today, again, 231, is, Father, I will but to remember you. What can I seek for, Father, but your love? Perhaps I think seek for something else, a something I have called by many names. Yet is your love the only thing I seek or ever sought, for there is nothing else that I could really want to find. Let me remember you. What else could I desire but the truth about myself? This is your will, brother, and you share this will with me and with the one as well who is our Father. To remember him is heaven. This we seek, and only this is what will be given us to find. We are all in this together. We are all one family. We are all one being, seeking the journey to love, to remember. In a world of amnesia, once we have that remembrance of our holiness, all of the other stuff sort of fades away. All of the angst that we carry around with us, knowing that there's something more, knowing that we're somehow missing the most important piece, which is peace, we don't know where to go. But when we have that one recollection, all of it can come flooding back, and we can shift from the nightmare to the happy dream, and we can move into salvation. And so choose, Father, I will but to remember you is simply, Father, I choose but to remember you. That is the end of lesson 231. Let's see what Tina Spalding's channelings tell us. You are blessed beings indeed. I am that one that you know as Jesus. These lessons that describe you being solely dedicated to reunification with the love from which you came seem very hard to reconcile with your workday world. You are busy in a world of shipping children hither and yon. As you get up early to do all these things, many of your jobs do not require all of your attention. And this is something those of you who have been doing A Course in Miracles for a little longer can come to see, that you can be cooking your dinner and praying. You can be doing the dishes and doing your lesson. Often, you can do these things when you are engaged in ordinary automatic behavior. When you're folding laundry, do your lesson. When you are walking through your woods, do your lessons. There are many, many places and times you do not have to be sitting silently on a bed in a room where nothing is happening to be able to focus on your reunification with love. This is our challenge for you today. Use whatever time you have in those mundane tasks you do throughout the day to do your lessons. Pray and seek reunification with love. When you do something very challenging that requires all of your attention, you prepare your mind, not by ruminating on darkness and not by fearfully worrying about the future of your planet. Focus on a high frequency, which is where the solutions to your problems and challenges lie. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and we will speak to you tomorrow. Choosing a high frequency is being able to sort of choose love as the path that you want to take. What would love do? What if I don't look at how I think I'm being attacked? What if I look for where the love lies in every situation? What if I look to work at something through the power of peace rather than through the angst of it being a pain to do or something that I don't want to do? What if I could embrace whatever the purpose that is there for me and choose to enjoy it? What we are doing in everyday life is what we are doing in everyday life. And the only thing that we have in our power sometimes is the attitude with which we choose to go through those experiences. We can't predict traffic. We can't predict when we might lose our job. We can't necessarily predict what the state of our government is going to do, whether we are going to be quarantined or whether we are going to be mandated to wear masks or whether the person that we want is going to be elected. We can't choose what other people are going to do, but we can choose how we go through each and every day. And so if you have to go out and work outside on a hot day, you can choose to do so with love and joy. And maybe you whistle or you sing or you hum, or maybe you create a gratitude walk through your day and say that you are thankful for things and be able to identify one reason that you're thankful. Because what will happen is when you choose your attitude, it will shift how you approach the day. It will shift what you are looking for. It shifts your frequency, and therefore it shifts the entire experience of your day. And before you know it, you will have had a spectacular day with what might otherwise have been a brutal, boring, challenging, grueling day. And the only difference will have been your choice. Have a great day, everyone. I will talk to you tomorrow. Bye bye.